So I've just attempted to do a video, and then the door went. I paused it. When I came back, I pressed stop instead of just unpausing it. So I'm going to start again. So basically, it's Thursday, the 6th of October. And last week I said I'm going to lose a couple of pounds by next week. And obviously I filmed it. My phone's going wild. I filmed it obviously on the Zoom. So basically I did really well. I lost £5, but then I put £2 back on, which isn't terrible, but I kind of slacked a little bit. And I think what's happened is the weekend was great because I was gigging. So obviously Friday and Saturday I was working. Sunday, I think we had a day out. I can't remember what happened on Sunday. But we had a good weekend. However, I done loads of steps. I think my calories were good, except I didn't drink enough water over the weekend, being busy working. And I ended up having like I think I took 2 slices of pizza off David, but I only ate a bit and a half. And then I had kebab meat. That wasn't terrible. I could have got like a big pizza myself, and I didn't. But then what happened was when Monday came around, I didn't eat as well on Monday. Didn't drink enough water. Tuesday was probably worse. Didn't even calorie count. So couldn't even tell you how many calories I had. And then on Wednesday, yeah, it just hasn't been a good 3 or 4 days. And obviously I've put on £2 of the £5 I lost. But still overall, it's still a loss. So I'm trying to hold on to that and trying to get myself back in a routine. Now I wrote some things down to say because so at least I've got some structure to what I'm talking about. So basically, apparently it takes 21 days to break a habit. Now I think sometimes that can be really hard. So for example, if you smoke and you don't have a habit for 21 days, it's easier to just, then not return, apparently. And they say that sometimes it's easier to replace that habit. So if you've got a bad habit, replace it with a good habit, and it counteracts that one, and you start doing this good habit rather than, this bad one. So for example, for me, in the house, which is when it's the worst, me snacking and eating chocolate and crisps, instead of eating that, an idea would be, start preparing maybe cucumber sticks, carrot sticks, peanuts, like start preparing them so that I can kind of munch on those instead. So then my new habit of wanting to snack is healthy. So I'm replacing that bad habit with kind of a good habit. And I'm obviously getting some salad and some veg in my body as well. But I've just been thinking, even that something's going to be hard. So I think really, sometimes, this is my thoughts, I think we just have to take myself away from the situation. Like, get those distractions in, because sometimes it can really be hard, can be really hard. So for example, me being in the house is when it's the worst, because I'm in the house on my own most of the time, and I'm bored, and I'll sit and I'll pick. So what I need to do, because there's no option of not having snacks in. I've got, 6, nearly 7-year-old. So that is out of the question. But obviously if you don't have kids and that's what you do, you binge, just stop buying unhealthy food. And then that's you kind of not having an option. You've got to have what's there. But for me, I need to be out of the house at least until I would say lunchtime, so that the morning time I'm out, I'm doing work out. And when I come home, I think, oh my God, I've done so well. I've got this far. So I'm not going to ruin it now, because sometimes I'll get up and I'll go to school, drop Ruby off, come back. If it's like raining or really bad weather outside, that's when I'm like, oh, I want a cup of tea and I want a snack. And then it'll just be another snack. I'll not calorie count it. And then I'll eat bread or carby things. So that's kind of what I'm going to try and do, is to try and get out of the house. However, what I also wanted to do was to have a good routine. So what I'm probably going to have to do is get out the house first, just make sure I'm out the house, lose a few more pounds, get in a routine that way, and then do it where I can be safe in the house, and trust myself in the house, because I should be getting up, taking up your school, that's my steps, come back, take the dog for a walk, more steps, coming back in, doing a workout straight away, then doing some mindful meditation, having a quick shower, and then cracking on with my day. That's what I should be doing. What's happening is the weather's awful, because it's coming up there. Well, it's October, so it's autumn. So I'm coming in and it's horrible, and I'm getting a cup of tea, and I'll have a cup of tea, I want something sweet. And that is what is happening. Not all the time. Last week I've done it, but I think this week for some reason I'm just, give me sugar. So and sometimes you can't. You can, but this overriding feeling is just too much, and you kind of go, and that's how people struggle to kind of get in a routine and stop doing those bad habits. I know it's bad eating, crappy food. I know it's bad. And I think to myself, How hard is it? Just don't eat crap. But honestly, in that moment, I don't even have a conversation with myself. Just beeline for the cupboard, grab what I need and eat it. So that's shocking. And I know that this is my major problem. And if I can be disciplined with this, even if I have to cheat a little by just take myself out of the equation. If I'm at my friend's house, I feel like I'm more disciplined. If somebody's there like that, I'm more disciplined to not do it rather. So yeah, so this is what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to plan my weekend and my week so that I can get up and I'm out. And I just wish I had somebody to come and crack the whip and keep an eye on us and hold us accountable so that they can see what you do and how you saw that I've got something to go, yeah, look at me. Are you proud? Like I've went a week without this. But I am proud of the fact that it's been 10 days since I've had any wine. So it's still a step forward in the right direction. I was getting to a point where I was drinking wine like twice a week, a bottle of wine on a Saturday and then a Wednesday. But honestly, my weight is really affecting us. I don't feel comfortable in my clothes, but it's not just how I look. I don't feel healthy. But anyway, I sound like a broken record now. But anyway, this is what I'm saying to people. If you're watching and you're struggling to break that habit and you're struggling to kind of replace it with a good habit, just cheat. Get yourself out of that situation. I know sometimes you might not be able to, but if you can, do what you can so that so the temptation is out of the way. I think that's the thing I'm trying to get at, is get rid of the temptation. But anyway, that's my plans for this week. So I am going to try my best to stick to it. And next Thursday, ideally, I would love to have lost another £5. And I know that might seem a lot, but when you're overweight, you lose weight quicker. And if I'm really healthy and doing exercises, there's nothing to say. I've just put £2 back on. So if I can lose that again and then £3 more, I feel like I'm going to be getting somewhere. Some people don't like weighing themselves. I do generally go by how my clothes fit. But when you're a little bit bigger, sometimes you can't see the difference straight away. So I think some into scales help. But if you are going to use scales, apparently it's best to weigh yourself every day and then take an average, because you fluctuate with, if you've got any water retention or if you need the toilet or if you've had a big meal and stuff like that. So if you are going to weigh yourself, the best way is to weigh every day and take an average. So that's what I would advise. So anyway, I've got to go and pick my daughter from school. If you've made it to the end, you're mad. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm going to be doing another video next Thursday. So see you soon. Bye for now.